Check one, check two. Check one, check two. What's the deal? Microphone getting ready to fall and shit. Guess I'm gonna have to hold that shit the whole show. God damn, it's always some shit. God damn, it's always some shit.
God damn it.
Alright. Here we go. I think we good now. Yep. Check one, check two. Check one, check two. Microphone checker. IG Live, man. Facebook Live. It's the Dilly.
What's popping, y'all?
My man Angry Man said, what up, though? Must be on the plantation.
Definitely.
For sure. That's what's up, though. Thanks for chiming in.
For sure.
Make sure you have the people on the plantation watching your fellow field hands.
For sure.
Let's see. It's Friday in this motherfucker. First show of the new year, dog. I'm a little excited.
Ooh, shit.
Right. It's that fire.
Oh, shit.
Fire.
Yeah, you can't have none.
Fuck you. I ain't got Ebola, nigga. Not yet, anyway. I'm straight.
High.
No, I don't want that shit.
High.
Huh?
You roll high when I let my man hit the blunt like that shit on your lip. Got some
Fuck
shit
you,
on his lip.
Reed just checked in and shit. What up, though?
What up, though?
Just for the record and shit, nigga, I don't have shit on my lip. I might be catching a cold and shit,
Yeah.
so I don't want y'all niggas to get it fucked up.
Yeah,
I do not have a cold sore and shit. So ladies, y'all can stay in my motherfucking inbox and shit. Thank y'all for the New Year inboxes. My man Bo checked in. What up, though?
What up, though?
He hit me with the I say. I had to look that shit up when he was saying that shit on the other podcast. I didn't know what it meant and shit. Break it down for everybody in the comment box, dog, so they know what you mean when you say I say.
I say.
Yeah, you gotta know what it mean and shit. So break it down in the comment box for people. Friday, dog. It's motherfucking New Year and shit, dog.
Yes, yes.
How you feel?
Man, I feel amazing, bro.
That's what's up, dog.
I feel fucking great, bro.
Feel fucking great. All right, let's do it, man. You ready?
I'm totally
Ready to get to it?
Yes, sir. We might be getting kicked off Facebook again.
Damn, again?
Maybe.
What the fuck? God damn it, Facebook. Well, I don't know. Well, Angry Man and Rita checked in on Facebook, so we might be all right.
Oh, we already. Just
good?
kicked me off.
It just kicked you off? I don't know what's going on with that shit, dog. All right, let's do it, man.
Let's go.
Yo, you know what it is, man. The Livest Cloud radio show on the planet.
That would be Earth, sir.
Straight from the E-Block Radio. Live on the dial right this moment, man. In a fucking 2020 and shit.
2020 in this bed.
For sure, man. This is your boy, the Hood, Howard Stern. Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205. Got my man Monk Money in the building.
Yeah, we're seeing through this bullshit in 2020. You feel me?
I hate that 2020 reference. I hate that shit,
We're gonna
dog.
see right through these motherfuckers.
I hate that fucking reference. It's so whack, man. Angry Man checking in from the plantation. Of course, he with us in spirit and shit.
Right.
All right, so Bo said basically it means the power to make things happen or to impose your will upon. Will upon. Upon. Right. The power to make things happen, dog. I think that's
church.
That should be our motivation and shit for 2020 and shit, right?
Using that church speech.
The power to make things happen. This nigga said church speech. Let me see. All right, so let's get to it, dog.
Let's go.
How was your New Year?
Oh man, my New Year was great actually. You know what I'm saying? You know? I mean, I worked. You know what I mean, but it's fun to work, right?
He said it's fun. Whoever said that in Earth?
I'm just saying.
Armani just checked in. What up, though?
What up, though?
He said it's fun to work. It's fun to work if you're doing what you love and shit, I suppose.
I mean,
I guess that works and shit. Happy New Year's to everybody, man. We haven't been here since the New Year's Eve show. I think that was New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Shy versus Everybody podcast, who had a dope-ass New Year's Eve show as well. If you're not hip to that, man, go to eblockradio.com. You can check out the replay right now. Shout out to Chase West, who was a special guest, as well as my man Cheesy the Champ. You can't follow Cheesy the Champ, though, because he ain't got no social media. So don't worry about it. But he on there. So check out my guy Cheesy the Champ. Shy versus Everybody. And Chase West, man. Check that out on eblockradio.com. Dog. It's a new motherfucking year.
New Year, baby.
A new motherfucking decade.
New Year, new things, baby.
Right, New Year, new me and shit.
Yeah. No, I ain't say new me.
Okay. I hate that shit too.
Niggas. I'm the same nigga.
Yeah, for sure. And it's Friday, man, so make sure that you slide down to the Easy Street Saloon tonight, 16101 East 10 Mile Road, man. Dog, comedy show last night was kind of funny and shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shout out to my man Bobo Lamb.
Bobo Lamb came through, ripped that
for sure. Chef Bullet.
Chef Bullet.
Yeah, Chef Bullet was dope too. And shout out to my man Stromile, man. Stromile is Yeah, he underrated, I think. Or maybe I just don't know all the work he doing, because he funny than a motherfucker, dog. Yeah, he funny than a motherfucker. That's Mylan. Stromae, the host and shit.
Oh yeah,
he funny as hell. Hell yeah, for real. So shout out to them cats, man, doing their thing over at Easy Street last night. And don't forget, every Thursday is gonna be a comedy show, but it's also open mic. So if you think you funny, man, pull up. You can sign up, man, do your thing. Shout out to my man Damien. Damien Butler came through last night. It's my homie from NYC, transplanted to Michigan, but he came in and did some comedy and shit. Yeah. And low key, it was straight though. It was straight. Yeah. He was I am gonna say it. He was funnier than a couple motherfuckers who was actually comedians.
Yes.
That's tough to say. That's tough to say. But yeah, he was a little funnier than some of the motherfuckers who was actually comedians. So shout out to everybody who did their thing last night for sure. Also, Chef Bullet. Down at Starters today at 9:30. Yeah. Doing a 30-minute set, actually recording this shit for a special and shit. So if you're on the west side, that's the original Starters over on Plymouth. Pull up at 9:30, man. Check out Chef Bullet, dog. He's doing this thing over there. Lady L, what up, dog? Just checked in on IG, man. 48205's E Block for show right there. For sure. All right, man. What else going on, dog?
None of that, but
other than we about to go to war probably because they killing motherfuckers over in Iran and Iraq and shit. You seen that shit?
Yeah.
So they killed a couple of motherfucking generals or some officers and shit, like some high ranking officials. So yeah. I don't know what's about to happen here.
I don't either.
I don't really know what's about to happen, dog.
Trump shook up shit for real in this.
Yeah. So apparently, if you don't know the story, basically what's going on here is that well, first of all, over at the U.S. Embassy, some people got killed and shit. So then the Trump administration said that it was due to some of these Iran or Iraq militias or some shit like that. So this is what basically allowed them to say get a go ahead on this aerial attack. To kill these two officials or whatever, but it's America, though. So who knows if they was really lying about, what started the conflict and all that. I never know what's going on here.
I'm not gonna never know.
I never know what's going on around this bitch.
Never know, buddy.
Yeah, but I don't. What do that mean for us, though?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's gonna be some kind of economic fallout at the very least, nigga. I don't know. It's gonna be some shit, and obviously. If some kind of war pop off, even if it's not like some huge war, obviously, if something pop off like any kind of conflict, then at that point the impeachment process has to stop because they can't impeach the president during wartime and shit. So yeah, so who knows? That could be a plot. That could be a plot, but hey, whatever, man. I don't know, man. Hey, look, so y'all motherfuckers be careful. I don't know what's going on. People who in Iraq and Iran right now, like Americans and shit, man. Yo, I hope y'all get up out of there for real, cause I don't know if it's safe over there for y'all right now and shit, cause like they really might be mad. And they might be taking that shit out on motherfuckers. So, right, if you in that area, like you journalists and all that shit, man, don't be coming up missing and shit. Bring your ass home, dog. I mean, it ain't a whole lot better over here and shit, but it's, at least you on home soil and shit, man. So, pull out. Lady L said high gas prices, dog. They always use that as an excuse, though. And they be killing motherfucker on these gas prices.
Gouging the shit out of motherfuckers.
Hell yeah. They need an electric car. Like, if they made regular size electric cars for niggas my size and shit, I'll get one. They supposed to be making an electric truck, though. Tesla and shit. Supposed to be bigger than the motherfucking Ram.
What?
I wonder how that shit gonna work running off electricity, dog.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see.
Yeah. Rita said you just don't go to war. War is an agreement first and shit. I understand like the politics behind that shit and like the how things supposed to go. But in this administration, nothing has went the way it was supposed to go. So like I don't know how like what's gonna happen.
Ain't nothing never supposed to go with how it's supposed to go. Honestly, right. You know what I'm saying? That's just life. You feel?
It's just life.
That's just life.
Dogs, no, I feel you. What else is going on? Oh, 2 chicks on the west side, dog, the Coney Island. They tried to steal him and shit.
Yeah,
so the one got away, right? So what happened to the other one? They both got away, or I'm tripping because like I didn't see the whole story and shit, but it seemed like only one got away though, and she was telling the story or whatever. So and she said it was 2 old dudes and shit. They tried to approach them or whatever, and they was like blowing them off. I guess the niggas got angry and shit and went and tried to snatch their ass. Like, what the fuck is that about? like
weird, bro.
Dog, some straight weirdos. Like, dog, take your rejection and get your cheeseburger. And get the fuck on, right? Dog, I don't understand that shit.
Niggas like they ain't never been told no before. Your mama done told you no plenty of times, bro. Fuck you mean?
The fuck you mean?
The fuck?
There's a whole bunch of Joes out here and shit. Y'all get that reference? Yeah. At least Joe don't be snatching bitches though, man. We gonna get to that in a minute though.
Shit,
if y'all haven't been watching You on Netflix and shit, which is how we got to today's topic and shit. We'll get to that in just a moment. But let me see what else is going on. Let me see. Lions lost, of course. That's nothing new since the last time we've been on. So same thing this year. Was it something else I wanted to talk about though, other than them fucking up over in Iran and Iraq and probably putting us in some kind of danger. The chicks almost getting snatched. Is there something else going on? There's probably some more shit going on. I'm not sure, but
we'll get to it next week.
We'll get to that shit next week, dog. All right, so we're gonna get to the for real topic. Rita said bring her some fire and shit. I can do that for you. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if you want this fire though, because I've been coughing and shit and snotting and shit. You got to roll in and smoke it yourself though. But all right, so what else been going on? What else did I see other than? Cause I watched something else other than You. Did I watch something else? The topic. I know we about to get to the topic. Damn. I'm trying to see was there something else I watched on. No, that was the only thing I watched on Netflix, and I binge watched the hell out that shit, dog. All right, fuck it. Let's get to the topic then, man. Well, we gotta go to commercial break first, but the for real topic: how do you handle an obsessive, controlling mate? That's what we want to know, man. Hit me in the comment box if you got a comment, dog. We will read it live on the air. But of course, first we gotta go to commercial break, dog. So we gotta sell you some shit, and then we gonna come right back with today's topic, man. Once again, how do you handle an obsessive, controlling mate? That's what we want to know, man. Hit me in the comment box, and we will read it live on air as soon as we get back from this commercial break. But till then, you already know what it is. The livest cloud radio show on the planet.
Okay.
Straight from the E-Block Radio, live on your dial, man. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Since America has been America, we've been fighting for equality and freedom. This freedom was supposedly given to us in 1865 when Abraham Lincoln decided to sign the Emancipation Proclamation 3 years earlier, only to find out that the prison would become the new plantation, locking away thousands upon thousands of black bodies each year, destroying the black community. So I've got a story to tell. Those brilliant bastards. This is a fictitious account of a non-fictitious reality of being black in America. Get your own autographed copy today for only $20. You can send payment via Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. Whichever payment option you choose, please do include your mailing address, and we will ship anywhere in the U.S. for no additional cost. Get your copy today. And we're back. Thank y'all for hanging out, man. You already know what it is. The livest cloud radio show on the planet.
Earth cuss.
Straight from the E-Block Radio, live on your dial. My man Monk Money holding it down.
Know it. You know it.
And of course, it's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down live from the 48205, man. Let's get to this thing, dog. All right, so this the topic, man. How do you handle an obsessive, controlling mate? We go read Rita's comment in just a moment, dog, because she had an answer to the question already. But just so you know how we came up with this topic, obviously, me and probably a million other people and shit binge watched You in the last few days and shit. And if you're not hip to You, basically it's a dude with a bit of an obsession with a few young ladies and shit. And the feats that he went to actually gain their love and shit, right? So a little obsessive, all right? So I want to know, what would you do in a relationship, or even if it's just maybe somebody you just met, Like, what would you do to handle that obsessive controlling mate? So Rita said, a person who is obsessively controlling has no control over themselves. Their fragile ego feels that they are in control by manipulating others to control them. You agree with that, though?
For sure.
So you think somebody who's trying to be controlling others don't have no control of themselves?
Hell no. That's why. Right. That's why he killed people.
Yeah.
He has no control over. He trying to take control over. His brain be talking to him like, "Hey man, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do
his brain be talking to him.
He has no control.
No, that's the truth.
And that's the bottom line. You know what I mean? Like I agree with her 100%. Like, and I don't know the best way to deal with it, motherfucker. Though.
Right, that's all I was going to say.
That's just confusing, bro, because you don't want to say, fuck you, get the fuck away from me, because
they might kill you.
They might kill you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I mean, shit, I really don't know, man. I've never ran, well, I guess so.
Right, I was going to say, don't tell that lie.
I guess I had. I
mean, obviously not to the extent of jail and shit, but.
No, not the extent of killing.
I don't guess.
Yeah.
But that's another thing, though, not just you. Not you, but you, the show. But also, obviously, I think I mentioned this a few weeks ago. I be watching Fatal Attraction and shit on TV One, and that shit. These are some very obsessive, controlling people, dog. Yes. And what's crazy about that shit is that this is real life. This is some real shit. So even if you ain't talking about the little Netflix show, dog, this shit is real life. The stories they talk about on this shit on TV One. Dog, that shit is real life. Like, people really... It's some deranged motherfuckers out here, dog.
Yes, it is.
It really is.
Because, like, I was just thinking about the motherfucking shows they be having. I was just thinking, like, shit, a woman has it worse than a man because I can whoop your ass, but no. I was just thinking about the show, that shit you be watching on ID.
Snap.
Oh man, the women be going nuts, bro. Right. Like, I'm scared though. That shit scared the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? So, right. It ain't comparison. It's no comparison. Cause you women is conniving, motherfucker.
Say conniving,
motherfucker, boy.
You take it there, conniving.
Man, dog. I'm talking about that ain't the only show that come on IG. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
Like Death and Marriage. Like, oh my god, these motherfuckers just offing each other. Like, I don't understand.
I guess they can't take it and shit, dog. I don't know. Lady L said, leave them. Too old for that shit. It's not cute, and I ain't got time to deal with insecure folks. I don't need my son trying to kill nobody. Because he gonna kill somebody. Dog, and I understand that, dog. But sometimes, like, if it was that easy, I think a lot of women would actually leave these relationships, and a lot of women don't. So it must not really be that easy. And for a dude, though, I think it's even worse than nobody go believe. Nobody go believe you. Like, she doing what? Cuz
she like, beat on me.
That's not funny. I didn't mean to laugh. Cause it's probably a dude out here right now who watch this who can identify and can't comment in the box and shit.
She beat on me.
I mean, it's kind of all bad for real. Venus just checked in. What up, though? She said, "Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year to you too."
Happy New Year.
She said, "How to handle an obsessive mate? Shoot him. End of story."
That's the only way you probably get handle it.
And this is the follower of Christ.
Yes.
He said, "Shoot that nigga.
Put one in here."
Lady L said, "Nah, some people think it's cute, man. I really don't know. Like when I looked at you." When I looked at that shit and they started like in this season start describing like what happened in his childhood and shit, then I understand how some people go crazy. Don't start telling
this shit, bro, because I ain't binge watch it.
Okay, well no, I ain't telling the story, but just in this season it showed what happened to him when he was a kid and shit. And a lot of that shit do form you into the person you are and shit.
Oh, for sure.
But like, I'm gonna tell you one thing too though. I was on Facebook. They had showed like this little clip. This interview that my man did. I can't think of his name and shit, the main character and shit. But one of the quotes, I didn't read the whole shit, but the quote said, this is some crazy shit though when you look at it. It say, how hard will America try to defend a psychotic white man? Nigga, think about the context of that though.
What?
I mean, right though? I mean, cause we do it. Like when I watched
Who the fuck is with?
I do. When I watch that show, when I watch that show, I do find myself rooting for him. He is a psychotic white man though, and the quote said, "How hard will America fight for a psychotic white man?" Dog, the context of that shit don't have nothing to do with the show, but like in real life.
It does, though. It does. Yeah, all the context.
Man.
It just tell you how fucked up we are. Because
That's what I'm saying.
For him at one point in time.
Yes,
dog. You know what I'm
saying?
they got you feeling real fucking sorry for him and all that shit, bro.
Man, look, I was trying to tell you, that shit crazy, right? When you look at it like that.
Yeah, I guess
Man, that's
so.
crazy as fuck. Rita said, learn about them and shit. Look, I think that a lot of people who are manipulators and like oppressive like that, a lot of them, they know how to hide it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you really don't know. Like in his case, they wouldn't know.
Hell no, because he been hiding that shit for a long time.
Yeah.
And good at it.
Damn, Venus says he's been there, done that, black eyes and busted lips, etc. Damn, that's fucked up. A controlling person is a narcissist, period. That's what Rita said. Venus said, I was a domestic violent victim. It's definitely not funny. No, definitely it ain't funny.
Ain't funny.
I mean, we was laughing at the at the dudes and shit getting beat up, but that ain't funny either, though. Armani said, I don't know. In my case, I left him. He found me. My brothers beat him up, and then 12 years later, he found... Whoa, shit, what? He found me and shot me and a friend while I was driving. So I feel no matter what steps you take, if they want you, they gonna stalk you and find you. Damn,
12 years. Then he ain't over it. 12 years after that he shot her.
Dog, Armani, shit. Right, that's some real life shit though.
That's real life shit.
Damn, he shot you and shit. God damn. Shit. Yeah, grateful. Yeah, for real.
I don't. Nothing.
Rita said, grateful that you are here. I lived with a monster for 8 years and I'm finally free. Damn, y'all really got this shit bad out here.
Yeah, bro.
That's what you was just saying, though, right?
Yeah, that motherfuckers got it bad, bro. Like, women, I mean, you could see at one point why a woman can snap and motherfucking want to put one in your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You taking her through all this, you know what I'm saying? Unnecessary bullshit,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to be in control.
Man, I don't even want to understand what that feel like, though, to even be in a position where you want to do some shit like that.
No, that's crazy, man.
Lady L said, or they ignore the red flags. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Get in too deep and then it's hard to leave and shit.
Yeah.
That's...
I feel bad for him, man, because shit, I'm getting the fuck on. You got to kill me.
Damn, but that's...
I can't deal with your crazy and my crazy.
Shit. Said both of y'all crazy.
It's crazy shit.
No, you crazy as hell.
I gotta get the fuck on, man. Somebody gonna be on you. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be just like my man on you. All for them motherfuckers.
Nah, you stupid.
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Look at both say Christians are the most violent anyway. He talking about Venus.
Wow.
She said she wasn't walking with Christ then. Rita said it was still a blessing. It brought me to the place I needed to be, here and now, living. Dog, that's salute to y'all stories, bro. Like, that's crazy that, we have this conversation and we actually got some listeners who've been through that, man, and survived and shit. Yeah. So I know that shit was tough, though. Just listening to some of the stories and shit that y'all telling, like, I know that shit was tough, man. Shit.
Cause 12 years later, he still thinks she's still on.
Man, look,
man,
12 years, bro.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I mean, that's just nuts. Like, that's psycho, bro.
Damn, hold on. Venus said she shot her batterer, and went to jail for the gun. I had 62 police reports and 3 fire marshal reports. This was before O.J. Simpson battered women and had no rights. Dog, I didn't mean to laugh at the O.J. Simpson shit, but I mean, dog, this some serious shit. Like,
damn,
like you had to shoot dude and then he went to jail for that shit, though. Damn. I think that's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, and he been whooping her ass for fucking.
And it's documented. Like, I think that's the dumbest shit ever. Like, if you document it and you been getting your ass kicked and shit, and you just happen to just snap and
she protecting herself,
herself, right? Yeah. God damn, y'all have been through some shit, man. I'm glad we able to talk about this today, then. Shit, too, for real. Let me see. Where we at? I saw some shit. Lady L said my daddy had to get a restraining order on someone when I was in high school. Let me see. She said Christians take actions first, repent later. Hell no. She said her daddy went to the dude's house with a gun. Like, damn, that's crazy. What's that? Oh, sawed off hoodie. 239 just checked in. What up, though?
What up, though?
Dog, that's crazy. I didn't know we was gonna get into this serious of a conversation.
That's crazy.
So you got Lady L, old man, rolling up on niggas with guns and shit. Rita, shit, Venus, and fucking Armani had a situation. Armani, goddamn.
I mean, I'm surprised. I'm sure every woman done ran into one of them crazy motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, but goddamn, that crazy.
That crazy.
So I see why women be so hesitant. Like, I understand now. Yeah. Damn, that shit crazy, man. I'm sorry that y'all going through that.
That's just nuts, man.
I mean, I already know y'all be having a lot of shit going on anyway, but shit, that's tough.
Nobody deserve that shit though. Nobody.
Hell no. Venus said a restraining order is nothing but a piece of piece of paper. It's not gonna save you. It's supposed to, theoretically, if you believe in the law and shit like that. It's supposed to.
But this crazy motherfucker don't care about the law.
Obviously, obviously not. Rita said, people out here dealing with this, take note. They are playing checkers. It's time for you to play chess. Stop justifying your stab wounds because you love the image of the person holding the knife. Damn. That's deep. I mean, because some of these women, they really feel like they in love or like they really love this person, despite the fact
that he's whooping her ass.
Yeah.
Mentally fucking her up, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad you women out there are strong enough to get over that shit, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep strong minds, man. Stay strong, man, because I feel for you. You know what I mean? These dudes out here are fucking nuts, man. And,
obviously.
And it's scary, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole you thing, we are rooting for this motherfucker, bro.
I know, and that's the bad part, like when you really look at it though, like, and I'm trying to, not only am I rooting for him, like I be in spots where I be wanting them to get out of and shit, and then at the same time I'm trying to make excuses for him, just like I just said. Like, well, what happened when he was a kid? Like, fuck all that. That's not really a good excuse though. You know what I'm saying? When you really look at it though,
you know right from wrong.
Man, I think innately you are born with to know the difference between right and wrong. Somewhere in between there though, some shit happened, and sometimes it alters that, and you just don't know, what's what. Armani said he did 10 years. He did 10 years for that shit. He seen him at the hospital, and he had the nerves to say hi to me. He said, "I'm stronger now, so I don't take no bullshit. I'm a bulldog now." Dog, that's and see, and this is the thing, like, that's the unfortunate thing though, that you had to go through that. So now it's gonna be real tough for a nigga to get next to you though.
Yeah. She said
understandably, but it's still kind of bold though, because now like those kind of situations kind of deter you from actually finding love for real, because you're not gonna know what's what for real. Yeah.
He might be passing up on a good nigga. You know what I mean? And
Venus and Armani, I gotta ask you this, and Lady L too. I'm gonna ask you this too though, so you can answer this. The question is like, really, and Rita as well, because obviously y'all experienced these relationships. Like, at some point, did y'all not know that he was like that? Like, that's what I'm curious of. Like,
hey, y'all didn't see any red flags?
Did y'all see any red flags, or did you just kind of get stuck in the situation? Because I know a lot of people, even when you're not really being physically abused, like, you get stuck in a situation, like, because you think that's where you belong and shit.
But people can put up a facade for so long, bro.
Yeah.
They can put it up for a long time, dog. You know what I'm saying? Then boom, it just come right the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Like, all in one instant. You put cheese on it. You know I don't like cheese, bitch. I'm lactose intolerant.
Dog,
niggas just
you
snap.
never said. That's what I was thinking about. I did see something else. It wasn't on Netflix. It was on BET, and I can't think of the name of that shit. Damn, I can't think of the name of it. But it was a movie on BET the other day, and that's how dude was, right? It was I can't remember who all was in the movie, but Bow Wow was in the movie and shit. But anyway, it was his cousin, and there's this dude he worked with. So the dude he worked with, he had brought him around to the family shit, because like dude didn't have no family or whatever. So he brought him around. So my man started liking Bow Wow cousin and shit. So he started talking and shit. Like, dude was super cool, like cool with interacting with the family, all this shit. But then when they got together, he just got really controlling and shit. Stopped her from going to see her family and shit. Basically forced her to have a kid and shit, and then told her that this was her family now, that she ain't never had to leave, right? So like one day she was trying to leave with the baby, and shit. This nigga had chairs and shit up against the door, like he literally locked her in and shit, right? And I think I think it's probably more dudes like that than it is like the ones where you see the flags off rip, because he came off appearing to be like a stand-up dude and shit. Then all of a sudden, the motherfucking crazy came out. Like, so, like, when you get to situations like that, how do you even handle that shit knowing, like, because the facade been going so well.
So well.
No, that's scary though. Well. So by that point, she done had a kid. You locked in for real, like to a certain degree.
You ain't locked in at all.
I mean, you was sort of, because just like Venus said, some women just can't pick up and leave, especially when you got kids. Like it's you a little bit more locked in than if you was just together. You can just bust up. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's fucked up.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, Rita said covert narcissist wear a mask and portray that's who they are. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Eventually the mask falls off. Yes, the red flags we tend to overlook because of love, dog. They are truly wolves in sheep's clothing. Their only purpose is to destroy you. God damn. That's rough, right?
Damn.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah. Lady L said you can only fake who you are for so long and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth. I mean, at some point it's gonna come out. But like it's weird because especially as people, when you get older, when you get up in age and shit, I think at that point people done got to the point where they done perfected this facade. You know what I'm saying? So
it's camouflage.
Hell yeah, they perfected that shit. So you might not ever really know until it's too late.
Too fucking late.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's, man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
And a lot of them didn't know until it was too late. You know, like these certain situations where motherfuckers just snap off and just put their hands. Like, I don't think nobody deserves to get their ass whooped for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For nothing. I mean, some people deserve to get their ass whooped. But, like, a lot of these women.
Don't get me wrong. Some of these people get their ass whooped.
But a lot of these women out here, bro, they be in situations where they can't do anything, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They, like, literally stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you would think like you not being in that situation, like she ain't stuck. She can just walk away from that situation. No,
obviously, it's not that easy.
It's not that
obviously
easy.
It's not. Because if it was, more motherfuckers would be doing it. They wouldn't be dying in these relationships, dog. For real. And then what's crazy about that is that, like, for the sake of the kids, a lot of women will endure that relationship and shit because they think it's, you know, they think they're keeping it together for the kids, but in the long run, you fucking up the kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You fucking up the kid because then they start feeling like that it ain't love unless you getting beat up and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that shit be going from generation to generation.
Trickling down.
Yeah, for sure. Rita say, wait till you hear my story, Q. Like, God damn, y'all scaring me with these motherfucking stories, dog. Right. It's like that. Venus said, well, my ex-hubby was a batterer and this dude saved me and was worse. Damn. Dog, now that's fucked up. That's fucked up. So man, he straight punk face.
You can write a book, baby.
Obviously, dog. See, I thought he was nice until he told me he was younger. When he was younger, he hit his mother, then stabbed himself for doing that. What?
The fuck?
Hold on, wait a minute. So he slapped his moms and then punished himself by stabbing himself. Oh, that nigga crazy.
Crazy.
God damn. I might say my dad told me that when I first met him, he was he was crazy, but as a young person you don't listen to your parents. It wasn't until my daughter's father died that he started to show his true colors. But no matter where I went, he found me. I don't think I was in love, just depressed from the death of my baby daddy. He's numb and shit. So he caught you at a down moment and shit. And that's fucked up though. When people like, y'all,
fucking wolf, like you said, like this motherfucker was waiting to prompt.
Yeah,
man, come on, bro.
That's real shit though. People really do like take advantage of your down situations though. I mean, I think that probably, I don't know if it's safe to say that, but I think that men probably do it more than women. I think more men take advantage of women in a down period than women do. Sure. I think so.
For sure.
But I think, you know, it happens on both ends. But I think more dudes is like, you know, coming up, dun 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 dun, you know, pump faking like they the savior and shit. Really, they just fucking. That's fucked up. Too. Yeah, Lady L said she was vulnerable and preyed on her. That's for sure. Yeah, she was talking about Venus. So yeah, Lady L, feel you though. She said that's messed up. I hope she continues to tell her story to help others. Dog, that's for real though. Like, and that's crazy that we even. And the reality of it was I was thinking about what we was gonna talk about today, and the only thing I kept going over in my head was about this shit, you know, in Iran and Iraq and shit, about how it's gonna affect us and shit. Then I was just started thinking about this show, and And I was like, damn, kind of wanted to talk about it, but I didn't know we was gonna bring out all these stories, man. Ladies, I hope this is helpful for y'all and shit to be able to talk about that shit. And obviously, we got a few listeners, and hopefully that they hear your story and kind of get encouraged or empowered. Cause like, man, fuck that. Yeah, like being in a relationship that's like, I mean, I hate to use this word because it's so overused, but it's so toxic like that, man. It's like, it ruin a lot of shit. Like, it can ruin your self-esteem, your family, your kids.
Everything, bro. Everything. It destroys everything around you, bro. Yeah. It's like sure. Motherfucking like the plague, bro. Like, seriously.
No, for real.
It's just like the plague, bro. Like, and people in those situations, bro, I don't even know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, right.
Cause I couldn't deal with that shit to save my life. Cause I'd be a dead nigga. You bitch gonna have to kill me.
And then just like in those situations, like those situations like that where family members come to your aid and shit, then a lot of people start, veering away from that because they found themselves helping you out the situation, then you keep going back.
Yeah.
So then that kind of puts you into another whole, like, it's all fucked up.
Because
it's all fucked up.
Like, motherfucker, we always say we don't get in domestic shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, like, you be wanting to say, like, I can't watch it, motherfucker, just beat on a woman, though. Like, bro, I can't watch that, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what can you do, bro? Like, you don't know what to do because you in a situation where you fuck around and go want to help this motherfucker and you go beat his ass and go take him down through there, and then next thing you know, next week you back over there, bro. Yeah. Like it was pointless, bro.
Yeah, or I've even seen situations where, like, somebody, especially in movies, where somebody beat up the dude that's beating up the woman and shit, and she mad at that dude, like, talking about why you beating him up, like, cause he was kicking your ass. Like, I tried to help you, and then that stopped people from trying to help, dog. And that's, bro, that's rough, dog.
Rough.
Yo, hit me in the comment box, dog. If you got another comment, though, it is after 11 and shit, but we gonna kick it for a minute. Let me see. Lady L said my girl was married. Her hubby started beating her. She called her dad. Dude shot her dad 9 times. Damn. Man, what the?
Damn, these niggas.
Yo,
like, God damn, what y'all pussies got in them? Shit, I'm sorry. I'm a motherfucker.
You never
said
platinum puss.
I don't fucking know.
I mean, I gotta ask. Did he die? She said they're divorced. I hope so. Shit.
Divorce? I hope he in jail. Shit, the fuck right. He still supposed to be locked up for that shit.
Damn. Said he served time and shit. Dog shot her old man 9 times.
Damn.
Man, what the fuck makes somebody that obsessive, dog? I ain't never been that obsessive over nothing, dog.
Damn, get that good.
Hell yeah. Not even a motherfucking, not even a stuffed crust pizza and shit from Pizza Hut back in the day when they had the when buffalo chicken pizza first came out, the stuffed crust, man. I ain't even obsessed over that like that, man. It's crazy. The dad survived and shit. David said, Monk, you were hilarious and shit. I might say, I'm glad you're talking about this because I have male friends, some for friendship, some for sex, because I may be scared of a relationship. Don't want the drama in my life. And that's what I'm saying, dog. It's like,
it fucks you
it's
up.
bold because it fuck you up. And then you might have some good dudes that you standoffish with because of them past experiences. And I mean, who am I to tell you to, you know what I'm saying, to fuck your fear because, like, nigga, you been shot.
But my thing is, like,
you been shot, bro. Like,
you should be able to overcome that shit, bro. Like, I mean, at some point, bro, I know it's very hard and it's a whole cycle and it's a whole thing you got to go through to get over it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I just think you should just work hard at just trying to get over it. And I'll give it up to these ladies right here because evidently they over it because they can talk about it.
They can talk about it, right.
You know what I'm saying? They can sit here and tell us their stories, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of women can talk
about it. And empower
other
women to, you know what I'm saying, not go that route, you know what I mean? Like, but it's so many of these crazy motherfuckers out here, bro. They don't know. And like she just said, like she been on with you know, she got a couple friends that she probably like, but she don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like she got a couple. She pop off. You know what I'm saying? That's for sex. You for like relationships type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
The situations is fucking very, very hard, man. And
shit real crazy for real.
And I have no, like, you know, I normally say people always know that, you know, what can you do about it? But I don't know what you can do about that.
Yeah, I really don't. And then especially in that situation because like Venus was saying. So what if you got that friend or these homies that's getting close and you kind of feel the kind of way about them and shit, but you don't know really what to do. And then what if you in that situation where like Venus was when they playing on that shit though, like you think that they good for you and shit because you've been through this and been through that, and it seemed like they looking out for you. And then next thing you know, they the same motherfucker though.
Pull his claws out, sinking right into you. His teeth is.
Man, that shit.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Wolves, like what she said, they wolves in sheep clothing, bro.
Dog, real
and
wolves.
They fuck it up for a good dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
And that's why shit's so fucked up, bro. Like, I mean, this world right here, bro, is crazy we live in, bro.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as shit, bro. And women, you do have it worse. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Certainly.
Definitely have it worse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we said, well, being a man in this world, walking in our shoes and all that old shit. No.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers have babies for one.
Right, that's the one thing.
That's the one thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers have it the rough, and then y'all gotta go through all this bullshit with having the babies, and these motherfuckers abusing your pussy, being abused. Now you being abused too. Like, damn.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh when you said that shit. Your pussy get abused, but I don't know.
It's nothing.
I know it ain't really nothing you can say about that
right,
shit.
It's just hard, bro. Like,
it is.
And I like I said again, I'm gonna keep saying it though. You know what I'm saying, big up to these ladies that's telling their stories, bro.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Definitely telling another woman like, look here.
Yeah.
Look here, it's time to go. We'll figure out something.
Hell yeah.
And stop bringing other people into the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that too.
You know what I mean? Like, I know you women are smart. You smart individuals, bro. You can fucking smart your way out this motherfucker.
Smart your way.
For real.
Nah, for real, man. Hey, I just, again, though, like, shout out to Rita, Venus, Armani, everybody, man, for sharing your stories. Lady L, too, man. Thanks for sharing, them stories, because I think a lot of women need to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, obviously, I think you would think that we get to a point where people understand, like, really what's going on and that women are a little more proactive and they don't get stuck in situations like that. But at the same time, though, like, sometimes you just never know because people can be so deceiving, dog. I mean, it can be so deceiving where you think you're getting one thing, you really getting the other, dog. Like, for real. Venus said it starts when you when they first start disrespecting you. Next step is they hitting you, then apologize constantly. But once that happens, it's a wrap because then it doesn't stop and it just gets worse, dog.
Once we'll figure out she gonna take this beating.
Yeah.
You know, stay there. All I gotta do is say, I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, and that's exactly how my man was doing on that one movie and shit, dog. Victor said, man, shoot her. Get that paper trail first. Damn. Rita said facts. Damn. See, that's what I'm scared of, like, because I understand what you've been through and how that shapes, everything that you do from this point forward. But then it's fucked up for the next genuine dude.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I guess that's just life, man. But then, like, what do you do? Then we gonna get out of here. But I just want to ask this question: like, what do you do when you're that guy though? Like, when you're the guy who actually showing up to I ain't gonna say fix her, but that recognize that she's broken and is really willing to work with her. Like, what happens to those dudes when they just get fed up with trying to help? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you meet somebody like, let's say you meet somebody like Armani, who basically keeping people at a distance because of what she been through. Like, if it's a good dude, at what point do he give up? Like, man, fuck this.
I'm sure dudes done gave up on it.
Right, though, like, right.
For real. Like, I mean, I only could be your friend for so long, I have feelings for you, but you've been through so much shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to help you, you know what I'm saying? But still, she don't know if you...
She don't know, right? She really don't know.
She really don't know, you know what I'm saying?
But, like, if you give up on her, then it's kind of, that's bold, too. So it's like,
pointless. Time was wasted and pointless, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's rough.
Man, it's just life.
Man. Yeah, and on top of all that, you still got to motherfucking figure out how to pay the bills and feed your kids, nigga.
All at the same time.
Right, all at the same time. You can't forget about that shit.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Hell nah. Lady L said, hold your boys accountable and shit. I think that's definitely the case, too. Especially for single women and single fathers, man, I think it's important to kind of I think we got to change the narrative of what it means to be a man. I think all of that shit. Fuck you, man. Bo talking about it be y'all old niggas, man. Shut up, dog.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
like he 13 and shit, man.
Right. Oh, Bobby be 40 ass nigga, right.
ZZ Top beard having ass.
Nigga said ZZ Top, dog. Let me see. And Rita said, and a woman who hasn't healed herself will only continue the cycle. Pathology. Yeah, that's for sure. Venus said, gotta recognize good dudes from bad. The signs. And that's the thing. I think that a lot of women who've experienced like some of the shit that y'all experienced, I think it's hard to recognize the good dudes, because like I don't even think you want to at this point, especially if you've been deceived thinking that it was a good dude and it wasn't. Like that's tough,
once,
man.
But twice on Venus behalf.
No, right, man. Twice exactly, man. So that shit get kind of. Stephanie said, "Put life insurance on." Dog, look, I wish I had the answer. I really do wish I had the answer, dog. And
what the life insurance gonna do? You gonna offer them and get it?
Right.
You gotta go through a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, you gotta go through a lot of shit. Lady L said, too many good dudes claim to not know these trash ass dudes and shit. Yeah, that's true. A lot of good dudes and shit always swear that we don't know niggas that beat up their chicks and controlling and shit like that. I honestly don't think that I know none.
Yeah, you do. Fuck you mean? Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. I'll tell you about that.
That beat up and control chicks.
Yeah.
Damn. I guess I didn't know shit. Rita said, I got answers. What's the answers then, Rita? Because we getting ready to get up out of here. Hit me the comment box. She got, shoot him. You can't just go around killing everybody and shit,
Fuck you talking about? I agree with her. Shit. Yeah. Shoot him. Motherfucker keep beating on your ass every day, bro. Come on, bro. Put a house.
The burning bed and shit.
Burn their ass.
The friends turn a blind eye, shaking my head. Sometimes I really don't know who you're talking about. I can't wait till we get off camera because I want to know who we talking about now. But sometimes that does happen too though. Like you get in situations where you know the homie like just all bad to his chick and shit. You just don't do nothing about it. I think that I would like to say that niggas in my circle, I would like to say that I'm a check you and shit if you beating up your girl and doing some shit like that.
Definitely gonna say so.
Let me see. Venus said dudes talk to dudes about how they beat up their women. Ain't no nigga ever came to me with no whole conversation about that shit, for sure.
I don't whoop my bitch ass. I went home and just motherfucker had a 6-pack and whoop my bitch ass.
Dog, right.
Nigga, what? Nigga, why you I don't, man, come on, bro.
But then again, it is. I'm sure it is dudes that deal with that shit though, and probably just don't know how to approach their homie with that shit though. I mean, at the end of the day, man, I just think that energy attracts energy, dog. So if I'm promoting you beating up your girl and shit, at some point, you might as well be beating. Yeah, might as well. I'm condoning this shit though, for real. Or either I don't know. I just ain't never been that pussy, nigga. Nigga, I'm gonna say what's on my mind. Like, bro, you shouldn't be doing that shit, and nigga, don't call me tomorrow. We can't go hoop, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't go do this shit. I'm not gonna fuck with you, dog. Like, for real, I'm not gonna fuck with you. But I guess on that note, man, we was way past 11 and shit. But this was a very interesting conversation, dog. For real. Let me see. Stephanie said therapy works if they're willing. Man, therapy I think works for sure. But how many niggas, especially? Well, I know the women probably need that therapy as well. But I think the niggas who doing that shit need therapy too and shit. And what's the odds of them actually going? But like women who have went through shit like this, like Venus, Rita shit, and Armani shit, Lady L to a certain degree and shit. I think that shit is necessary. That's traumatic. Like you got to go talk to somebody about that shit. Yeah.
Yes, and I think all women should go talk to some. Like I say, y'all. Like
I think all people
for real though.
Hell yeah.
But women more in general, man. Like y'all need to go talk to somebody because y'all do have it rough on earth, bro. Yeah, like y'all some strong ass creatures. You know what I'm saying? So I give it up to you. Like they say, motherfucking like I don't understand like. How a man can be so much controlling over women, like you want to have so much control over this woman, man, and you don't even have control over yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta know who you are before you fuck with somebody else, man. I say it 1,000 times, man. I must keep saying it, bro. Know who you are before you fuck with somebody else, bro.
Yeah.
Because how can you motherfucking make somebody else happy if you don't even know how to use what makes you happy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I mean, it's just simple, bro.
Yeah.
And women, man, y'all gotta look at them red flags, man. Look at them bitches, bro, and put magnifying glasses
accordingly.
on. Yes,
Hell
yes,
yeah, for real, for real. Armani said that's why I'm stronger and wiser, or whatever that song say. Right? No, for real though, man. And I applaud y'all whole journey, man. It's just being able to still be here through all of that shit, man.
Big ups.
Venus said, awesome, you guys rock. Thank you for bringing it up. Like, for sure. And this was just randomly. Like, I really didn't know we was going to encourage this much conversation and shit. I think to a small degree and shit, we did a little therapy today and shit, man. For sure. Venus said, I went to therapy 7 years because I played them 3 shots over and over in my head, and that scream of his, thank God I'm over it, dog. That's for real. Yeah, you had to go through therapy for all that shit. Like, so not only the abuse part, but like in her case, shooting a nigga and shit. Like, you got to go through all of that shit, dog. That's wild.
Yeah.
I know, right? I think I had enough for today.
Yeah.
God damn. I think I had enough for today. Right, man.
Damn, like, but I just want to know what makes a dude
go through that shit.
Go through that. To those extremes, bro.
I have no
like,
idea.
I have no clue, like, what makes him say,
I don't know.
This pussy gonna be mine forever, and I'm gonna kill anything in her.
Dog, right,
like,
for real.
Fuck, man, like, damn, dog.
Yeah.
That motherfucker got that platinum pussy.
Yeah. Real quick, Armani said those flags not even red no more. They come in different colors now. Stephanie said controlling guys are really nice at first. Look out for the over attentive ones. Damn. See, now that's bold. Cause now you get a situation like I pay more attention because so many women say that dudes don't pay attention or listen to detail and shit like that. So damn. Now I might be getting red flagged and shit because they think I'm crazy. Like, I'm just listening. Right.
The rage.
I'm listening because you told me to listen. What the fuck you mean? See, that's tough though. Damn, it's tough.
They strong and they fickle
at the same time, dog. For real. Venus said, "Yep, those were the words, Monk." Oh, you talking about what you said a few minutes ago? What did you say a few minutes ago?
Platinum pussy.
Platinum pussy. Is that what you talking about? Platinum. All right, we get out of control, man. All right, it's 11:15, man. It's time to get up out of here. I do want to thank everybody who checked us out today, though. Obviously on IG, on Facebook Live, on Twitter Live and shit, on YouTube Live, all that good shit, man. Make sure that you do check out all the replays at www.eblockradio.com, man. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Appreciate that. And it is Friday, so make sure you slide down to the Easy Street Saloon tonight, 16101 East 10 Mile Road, man. Pull up, dog, get some brews for $1 up until 7 o'clock. Got them shrimp po' boy sliders, dog. Slide up in there and get 3 of them joints. You know what I'm talking about? If you got a last minute comment, hit me in the comment box, dog, and we gonna read your comment live on the air. But right now we gonna go around the block one last time. Monk Money, man, what's your departing words going out of here?
Man, I say, man, big up to you women, man. Y'all strong creatures, man. Y'all stay strong, man. You know what I mean? Like, talk to somebody about it. You know what I mean? Like these women out here is on the show that was just telling their stories, you know what I'm saying? Inbox them. If you going through the same thing, I'm sure they don't mind telling you their story.
For sure.
And trying to help you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we need to do, you know what I'm saying? We need to start helping one another, leaning on one another. And it's hard because it's like so many wolves out here that you don't know who you leaning on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You think you leaning on a nice little fluffy sheep, and this motherfucker pull out these motherfucking teeth longer than your fingers, and it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You too close. You done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, y'all just be safe out here, man. It's hard. They snatching you motherfuckers out here. Keep your heads on the swivel.
Sure.
Go to the gun range, man. Shoot that motherfucker.
Don't just carry that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Get that muscle
Let that
memory.
motherfucker go.
Yeah, shoot that shit a few times.
Cause if this motherfucker beating on you, man, I mean, I have no solution but to put one in his ass.
Right. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Right, it makes sense to shit. Damn. Miriam just checked in on IG Live. What up, though?
What up, though?
You're right. Damien said learn to shoot, for sure. All right, so on that note, man, again, I want to thank everybody that checked in, man. Thank y'all ladies for these stories, man. If you just now tuning in, make sure you watch the replay, dog. We got some really deep stories about obsessive controlling relationships, man. So make sure you check out the replay. But my last words on the way out, dog, for sure, is that it's real easy to say look out for the red flags, but I think that at the end of the day, people who are really good at this are really good at covering up those red flags. So sometimes you don't know, but at this point, like the ladies who told their stories today, I think if you are able to get through it and survive those kind of relationships, I think in order to get further or get past that, you got to do some kind of therapy and shit. I think is necessary. Like it's necessary. There's no other word I can think of, because you gotta get past that point and be able to create a healthy relationship after that. Because I know going through some shit like this, like how these ladies was describing, I would never have another successful relationship ever after that, dog. Like, and I know that shit got to be tough. So just talk to some people, dog, and like my man Money said, man. Hey, stay out of trouble, man. And if you got a pistol, learn how to shoot it. Because I don't know what's going on. Y'all getting snatched. These dudes is out here being hella controlling. Like, it's really going down around here, dog. And at the end of the day, especially for the black community, dog, we put so much expectations on our black women, dog. And at the same time, we be breaking them down. So like you asking for a lot and they taking a lot.
Yes.
So it's like shit. I know y'all having it pretty rough, man. So have a good weekend though. Shit. Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to y'all.
And for real, like Money said before though, if you heard these ladies' stories, dog, I'm sure they wouldn't mind. Like if you got a situation where you just want to talk about it, hit their inbox, dog. You see their names up here, hit their inbox and just talk about it, dog. Rap about it, for real. But we about to get up out of here. I want everybody to enjoy their weekend, man. Make sure that y'all pull it back up on Monday so you got to arrive alive. Go ahead and get your party on, man, but don't party too hard, man, and party safely. Right. But to the next time, man, you already know what it is. The Live Cloud Radio Show on the planet.
That will be Earth, sir.
Straight from the E-Block Radio, live on your dial right this moment, man. My man Money holding it down.
You already know.
And of course, it's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down live from the 48205, man. Peace out, y'all.
I'll let your loved ones know.